center. Police is protecting us. Politicians are protecting us because, like, most of the people on the payroll. That's why we can stay in this call center for 5 years. They move locations, they rent another building, and it's just everybody go to work like it's a manufacturing.
Wow. So, and is this happening in the... Oh, sorry, Larry. Is this happening in the USA or in foreign countries or where?
All of it. The ones we deal with primarily tend to be from India because those are the ones that usually the robocalls come from. We also deal a lot with the email scams. They send, like I said, about the COVID-19 thing, fake lotteries, all that stuff. Those can be in many different countries. A lot of them tend to be in Africa. But then there's also domestic scams.
A lot of domestic scams as well.
And those aren't quite as frequent because they're a little harder to find remotely, but you know, they're there, and we always love doing collaborations with other YouTubers that are also have different skills that we're working with to expose. So we're looking for whatever we can, and it just tends to most often be the robocall scams because there's just so many of them.
So many.
And you'll never run out.
Okay, so how do we if law enforcement isn't the direct route, how do we shut them down? I mean, obviously education like you guys are doing, which is fantastic. How else do we shut them down?
I'm going to give you one example. Again, like, you know, having our own investigation on the free will as a community, right? We did several times. We will make a video. We know who's the scammer. We know the bank accounts. We showed up at police station with the paperwork like this, and we was like, okay, this is a scammer. This is his address. We did everything.
This isn't to badmouth any organization. We get the same answer from law enforcement, especially when it has to do with some kind of virtual scam. Because for us, we're trying to expose it. But if we haven't actually been scammed, physically scammed, there's no crime committed yet. So they can't really do a lot about it unless there's actually a victim with proof.
So have you thought about, okay, I'm going to send this guy $500 or, you know, $200 just so I can show this law enforcement I've been scammed. I actually turned over money.
We did last week.
It would be, yeah. I mean, we did that last week. We did last week, actually. Again, it's something you just have to roll the dice, and they're so hard to follow up with. And even if you do have cold hard evidence, it's like if they're overseas, you know, even if you do have a case, like what are
That's true.
You're not going to be able to do a lot. So we, of course, want to be able to do more of that as our channel grows and our resources grow, but the more we can, hopefully, if we can just keep making viral videos so people are aware. And then
Ram offers timeless dependability, commanding utility, and performance in the 2014 Ram 2500.
Yeah, so
The standard 5.7-liter Hemi V.
They're going to get information. Is there any other website or something that they can do to get information about the latest scams that are going on?
Yeah, I mean, the government websites are always, you know, I'm dropping the name of a couple of the main ones, but I know RoboKiller also publishes a lot of that kind of stuff. It's one of our sponsors. It's a great app that we use in our phone that blocks robocalls from your phone and wastes their time using like our voices in your phone, which is cool. Just Googling current scams, you know, staying up to date on what's going on and the new methods that they're using, and just being extra careful.
Ram offers timeless dependability, commanding utility, and performance in the 2014 Ram 2500. Under the hood lies a standard 5.7-liter Hemi V8 engine, capable of 383 horsepower, or optionally available 6.7-liter Cummins turbo diesel engine for
Show. We want to give a big thank you to these sponsors who we've partnered with to help honor our local heroes and groups for going above and beyond for their community. We'd like to thank Ralph's, Whole Foods, Target, and Chipotle. Thank you for all you do in our community.
You know, and I can see you like a small business owner or someone like that that's not been able to get the proper loans, doesn't have the money coming in right now, has been shut down or whatnot because of the pandemic. And someone calls them and says, hey, I may have money for you, boy.
Ram offers timeless dependability, commanding utility, and performance in the 2014 Ram 2500.
I'm glad you brought this up. It's so many scams you cannot remember them all. Another scam that's going nowadays because small relief loan for business owners, right? Small business owners. And same stuff. They will call you. They will leave information like, hey, we're here to help. There is, we're ready to give you between $2,000 and $10,000. How much do you need? Let's apply now through us. But they already, you know, it's...
They'll just, what will they do? They'll raid your account, they'll like get your social or whatever.
Sensibility and practicality define the 2014 Ram 3500.
They want remote access to your computer.
A great truck at a great price.
As well as
Under the hood, you'll find an 8-cylinder engine with more than 350 horsepower.
Company.net or TeamViewer, which are legit platforms online to remote connect people's computers, but they're using them to remote connect your computer and steal literally every piece of information you have from your computer, and then they charge you for the service. So it's like a double whammy sometimes.
Oh, wow. Beware. And, you know, I've had this mortgage company reach out and said I can refinance and get you a lower interest rate and all this stuff. Now after talking to you guys, I'm going to double check them. Yeah, double check.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Ashley, how'd you guys get into this?
Discerning drivers will appreciate the 2014 Ram 3500. Blurring highway lines with an exceptional merger of performance and
creators, filmmakers, producers, actors. We had already been working very closely together before any of this happened, but it was in 2016 I was getting inundated with the IRS robocall scam on my personal phone. I just was getting, first it was a few times a month, and then it was like 6-7 times a day. I was getting so fed up with it. So just being an entertainer and wanting to have some fun, I was like, maybe I can get them to stop calling me if I answer one and record it and try to waste his time. I'm thinking, you know, I'll keep him on the phone for 10 minutes. I'll have a laugh. I'll post the video. I had lightning in a bottle. I got a scammer on the phone. I had him on the phone for almost an hour. He got so upset at the end that I wasted his time that he went on a huge terrorist rant. He took responsibility for 9/11. He said he was related to bin Laden, that he's going to come after me. And the video went massively viral. It was posted on Facebook and to date has been viewed over 250 million times.
That's crazy.
That's a great story.
That launched us into the space. We had been working together. So
The 2010 Dodge Ram 3500 satisfies the needs of
success in the web series and selling to Roku. And then a few months later, we got this viral video, right? Like 250 million views, and we're like, all right, we have to do something. We have to, and little by little, so we start doing our homework and seeing how the big deal is.
Learning and then doing it our way. We want to entertain, but we also want to do a good service, and we want to do it full time. So how can we make this work? And we just started, going down that path, working on our thoughts.
Play, work, and travel with the family in the 2010 Dodge Ram 2500.
Like it's trying to embrace in every single corner.
Cool. So are you going to make a movie then?
We started Kickstarter last year, and it's actually a TV show,
Scripted show. It's something we actually wanted to do long before any of this happened, but we kind of developed it to work with the tone of our channel. And so that's a scripted show that we got a Kickstarter. We have the best, like I said, the best, we call it our squad, our family.
Marching boldly into 2010 with a good...
Help us.
Squad, you see, this is
okay.
They keep us going. Give us all the support in the world. So that's a scripted show. We also want to go to India and do a documentary about.
Yes, I did. At age 40, that's trying to begin working.
And pose it that way. So we have a ton of film projects, and as soon as this pandemic lifts, we'll be able to do a lot more with it.
That's a great idea. If you want to see on YouTube, where do they go? What's the name?
Trilogy Media. If you search it, you'll find it. You can go to youtube.com/Trilogy Media. Same thing. If you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll know when we post. We live stream multiple times a week, and we actually call scammers live and take ideas from the live chats and have fun that way and play games. And,
A 2010 Chevrolet Silverado 25.
Amazing scam baiting community. We're able to stream every single day. For 6, 7, 8 hours, hold every single scammer until when the schedule is over, they have to go soft, right? They have to couple hours or whatever they going to sleep. So until no numbers answering, we're like, the job is done. It's a community. Nice. Let's go until next day.
Okay, listen, before we start wrapping this up, I want to hear Art speaking in a different voice.
Yeah.
Speaking Russian, Vlad. Speaking Russian, do it intimidating.
Okay, Rob, my friend, I have something for you. You look a very, very, very sophisticated Italian. Do you relate to Sicilian mafia, my friend? Because if you are, I have a proposition for you. I have underground casino. Would you like to be my business partner on this?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Spectacular. But notice how they had to put on the gold chain before he could get there. You know? He had to get into character completely. All right.
All right, I think it's about time to wrap it up and say our goodbyes until next Saturday, Rob.
Oh, man. I'm having too much fun with Art and Ashton here.
Yeah, me too. And so if you've missed any part of our show or you'd like to hear us on our previous shows, just go to YouTube, brothersonlaw.com, or you can listen to us on iTunes or Podbean.